Hey, everybody. Said before, said again, America's teens, or in some cases, America's terrorists. Look on the screen. We have Juan Andres Gonzalez on the screen. Why is he on the screen? Because he allegedly, on Father's Day, by the way, unalived his stepfather. And this makes me think. I heard older men say when it comes, they get divorced, they're dating, they prefer to date women with the children out of the home. And now, just saying, I understand one man. He was like, "No, I'm gonna wait till her kids get out of the home, and then we'll move in together, yada yada yada." And I was like, "Huh." It makes sense, and they did end up moving in together and into his home, but he didn't want the teenage sons that she had to come with them because it can be problematic. Don't forget, when you're dealing with situations like that, there is already a family dynamic established, and when another person comes in, it's like totally changes. But this right here takes it to another level. This is a dangerous teen. Again, America's teens or America's terrorists. Here we go. Why is he on the screen?
The top at 5:30. A fatal Father's Day weekend leaves the family in mourning. Police say an 18-year-old man stabbed his stepfather to death. I'm Jim Barry.
And I'm Naja Sherman. CBS News Miami's Anna McAllister is your reporter live from Northeast Miami-Dade, where it happened. Anna. Naja, Jim, neighbors tell me the family was gathered outside of this home behind me in tears, sobbing over the loss of the victim. And investigators say that the stepson attacked his stepfather while he was asleep.
Wow.
No answer at the duplex where a man was stabbed to death over Father's Day weekend.
It's a quiet neighborhood. Surprised that this even happened.
Investigators say it happened inside of this home on Northeast 148th Street in Northeast Miami-Dade Saturday morning when 18-year-old Juan Gonzalez allegedly stabbed his stepfather.
You're charged with first-degree murder.
According to the arrest report, the victim fell asleep while sitting on the dining room table. It goes on to say shortly thereafter, the defendant produced multiple sharp objects, struck the victim multiple times, and fatally wounded him. When police arrived, they say the victim was dead inside the home.
Police, they made everybody come out the house. They blocked the road.
A neighbor speaking.
They brought the body out. Yeah, it was crazy. Everybody was crying.
Investigators say Gonzalez was caught on surveillance adjusting the position of the cameras inside of the home before the murder, and say Gonzalez told his mom he left his stepfather unconscious. The arrest report states when a search warrant was executed, investigators found a blood-stained knife, a blood-stained sword, and a blood-stained axe.
Whoa, so did you hear that? They found a blood-stained knife. It says here, the victim fell asleep while sitting on the dining room table. Shortly thereafter, the defendant produced multiple sharp objects, struck the victim multiple times, and fatally wounded him. So they found a blood-stained knife, a blood-stained sword, and a blood-stained axe. So he must have used the knife, the sword, and the axe on that man as the man was sleeping. Wow.
Stained knife, a blood-stained sword, and a blood-stained axe.
Mr. Gonzalez, you have the most...
And this is the judge talking to him. And I'm going to say, I've seen a few of these shows, reports on the news. I've just never, me personally, heard of a judge like telling him, listen to what she says, giving him the warning. Really?
Series of charges against you. Make sure you only talk to your public defender's office or somebody from their office. Everything that you say to anybody, including telephone calls, is being recorded and will be held against you.
18. Sword, knife, axe. Wow.
It's still unclear what led to this fatal stabbing, and tonight, Gonzalez is being held without bond.
Very good. So when I saw this, I thought about it. Is that why the guy was like, no, I want the teen sons out of the house? Yeah. This is crazy. Why couldn't he just leave? You're 18. Go get some kind of job. You got friends? go get a job, couch surf with him. And then don't forget, they said he adjusted the cameras. So in the house, there are cameras on the porch. Okay, cameras on the porch. And what did it say?
Investigators say Gonzalez was caught on surveillance adjusting the position of the cameras inside of the home before the murder.
Now, a lot of people have cameras inside the home. I totally get it. I totally get it. And it makes me wonder. He adjusted the position of the cameras outside the home before the murder.
Investigators say Gonzalez was caught on surveillance adjusting the position of the cameras inside of the home before the murder.
So it kind of makes me wonder, did they, for it to get to this serious, I mean, this is like severe hatred on steroids. I'm wondering if they've been having issues inside the home. And maybe the cameras were put up there maybe for protection, a deterrent. That's what I'm starting to wonder. And he adjusted, wow, the position of the cameras before the murder. Dude, they know how many people are in the house. The mother apparently wasn't there because he called her. You and the stepfather in the home, and now the stepfather's dead. Wow. It's just time to leave. That's what I don't understand. A lot of women women will be productive. They'll be going to high school, getting a job as teens. You'll find, I don't understand these men. Maybe it's the dust bucket syndrome. Dude, you're 18 years old. Leave. Go and get a job. This is your mom and your stepfather's home. You may say his too. Is your name on the lease? On the mortgage? Just leave. If you notice, it's a lot of these grown men that'll stay with their mom, with the mother, and then they'll unalive the man. Before another teen, they had gotten into it. Him with the stepdad, he killed the stepdad and ran off in the truck. And they couldn't find him for hours. And the mom was like, "Oh, come back home and turn yourself in." Why the men just can't leave? The other story I uploaded, a man, he would not get out of the home. He was, I think, 28 years old. He looked like 38 to me, looked a lot older. What happened? The mother had just left the court system, and she filed papers to have him legally evicted. Comes back home. He has unalived her, chopped her up, and then they even found her body parts in the toilet, in the plumbing. They're like, "What's this?" He dismembered his own mother because she wanted him to leave. Got used to mama's 3 hots and a cot. I'm noticing a pattern. It's pretty much the men. Just leave. 18, you don't have, obviously, this lets me know you just don't do this overnight. I'm thinking it's been some tension and some major arguments and possibly fighting in that house. Fight. It has to have been. How does it get this bad? They had cameras inside the house and outside the house. And the stepfather fell asleep at the dining room table, which they had to be uncomfortable. I don't know if he was having, I don't know if the man had some dinner and, had a drink or something. I don't know, but fell asleep. Anyway, it's his home. He can do it. And the teen unalived him. And what did they find? It says multiple weapons.
Blood-stained sword and a blood-stained axe.
They found what?
Investigators found a blood-stained knife, a blood-stained sword, and a blood-stained axe.
Can you imagine? I'm guessing, this right here, no bond, the severity of this, he needs life. I don't see any, I think the guy deserves life. You took a life in a vicious way. What do you all think? Oh, get the help that he needs, and society needs the help that they need, safety, keeping him locked up. A knife, a sword, and an axe, and it makes me wonder, is it premeditated? He knew to change those cameras around, folks. A knife, a sword, and an axe. Wow. Oh. Wow. Unbelievable. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share America's teens or maybe America's terrorists. Sometimes it's both.